Welcome to my place.
Welcome witches sisters at Brighid from JHRESKREISFESTE.de. Instructions. For handling from Witchboard in English, Witchboard or Witchyboard, I spell OUIJA. How to work with the Witchboard or Ouija board. More and more, above all, young people is fascinated from this type of the communication with the spirit natures. It is some things, however, very important to heed with it. The most important in the contact with the Witchboard is that they should not drive it as party fun, but approaches with the necessary seriousness at the matter. They should not be afraid, however, either, because fear pulls negative energies, speaks to spirit natures. It is like with the contact with dogs. If one is afraid, one of much easy victims of a vicious dog is as if one meets it courageously. It is also actually so that the mental world doesn't usually own so much energy to harm one bodily, even if poltering spirit phenomenon can occur, always beautifully cool remains. Nevertheless, it is itself well to protect with an amulet like the pentagram or also a cross. With the stones, the black tourmaline is the best protection stone against negative energies. Additionally, we introduce ourselves as we are protected in a cover from golden light. This is also sufficient if no amulet is available. Using of a Witchboard is pure energy work, and it is necessitated much mental concentration on that which we do. The thoughts should, as little as possibly, digresses. Whenever is worked with energies, also so-called earth-tide souls, as well as spirits that have nothing other in the sense, feel attracted to draw off as energies of living people or to occupy its body in the worst case. Therefore protection is so important. And important is, however, whether it is day or night, even if some claim that an examination should take place only with dark. One should secure, however, it is that one is absolutely undisturbed. The participants should be selected well, because each troublemaker can let a session become unsuccessful. Also, the trust should be given that no one induces the planchette on purpose or gives other fearful psychically delicate people and children who will not participate in a session, because one needs, if somebody reports already good nerves. It should be at least 2 participants, but not more than 8 participants. Before beginning of the session, one discusses on which questions they would like an answer. However, please doesn't trouble the spirit world with trifles and everyday junk or any test questions. Which numbers not even the spirit world can be moved on the coming Saturday in the lottery knows. And questions that do fear as coming accidents or death dates should not be put either, because then that which one names my self-fulfilling prophecy could happen. The subconscious is programmed with it by the fear, so that something which would never have happened under normal circumstances actually happens. Because, as one can say so beautifully, be on guard against your thought, they could become reality. Now, however, back to the actual topic. The questions are written on a sheet of paper so that they cannot be forgotten and can be read off. They should also be formulated so that either one she with honor or shortly can answer. At the start they should call by no means certain deceased, since it negative spirit nature that likes to pretend to be the called gives in order to win more easily the trust. They should not immediately trust in principle and should believe everything which is said. For some spirits it is namely simply only fun, the credulous human being to take around at the nose. Now one must clarify as well whether one uses the top of the planchette or the sector as letter pointers. Then a session leader that puts the questions and pronounces the answers is selected. And only this person has the word, all others must be quietly so. Now it can begin. First we light a white candle, protection from Magic of Brighid, and a Magic of Brighid protection incense stick. Can be seen at the, when it's time quit. No session should last longer than a length of an incense stick. The Witchboard lies on the table that should be not too big so that each participant can reach the planchette with the finger well. All sit down about the table around comfortably and put 1 to 3 fingers with easily bent, relaxed arm on the planchette that is placed in the middle of the board easily. The legs should stand side by side exactly and should not become over cross, since this blockades the energies. After all will have collected itself the opening question put internally. Is somebody in this area? Clearly goes on yes then, or is somebody here that would like to establish contact with us? Clearly goes on yes then. The opening question is asked in even longer distances again and again, so long until itself the planchette moves. This can become a very lengthy issue, and usually it succeeds to produce not a contact straight away. One already needs very much patience. If somebody reports is greeted the spirit nature. Afterwards one always asks standard, how is your name? Are you a good or an evil spirit? If an evil spirit should report, it is to be broken off better the contact through it. That one gives a farewell to him kindly and goes with the planchette on thanks, then moves away it at the side from the board the session and breaks off. As well one proceeds if doubts appear during the contact whether it is about a good nature. Also one can ask how is it there where you are. Subsequently one asks the written down questions and already says goodbye described then like further above. It can also be that only confused stuff that yields no sense is written. Then one asks the question simply once again. Unfortunately it is so frequently that one needs first of some practice until a contact comes into existence with the spirit world, and one cannot immediately throw the gun into the grain. Therefore, reasons that nothing happens can be if one wants to force something lacking concentration or blockading participants. Therefore beautifully relaxed remains and tries again and again, but not immediately on the same day. One can also the witchboard in another way and manner uses. Like with the pendulum becomes the collective consciousness as well as our subconscious or also higher self named to it asked to answer us. Some know it as also inner voice that always knows quite exact which is to be done and to leave. Many are also of the opinion that the souls of the deceased are not communicated with those one anyway, but just this mental level. Be it like it wants, that is important result. I am anyway sure that some exciting session is imminent. There is more information in the book Trade over the Ouija board. That was a little abstract out my book of shadows. More informations there is in bookstores about the witchboard, unfortunately only in German language. At Zinksy or Amazon, you find among all the book. Brighid. Witchboards finds her in a florist shop from otherworldly import. Blessings of the ancient goddesses and gods. Wishes are you. Brighid. Witches sisters. The circle is pulled. The ribbon is woven. Here between the worlds. Where laws not apply. On the edge currently. Are we escort? Blessings of Brighid.
Bienvenue, sorcière. Le cercle est tiré. Le ruban est tissé. Ici entre au monde, où les lois ne s'appliquent pas. Sur le bord actuellement, sommes-nous escortes. Bénédiction de Brighid.
Benvenuto, sorelle Streghe. Il cerchio è tirato, il nastro è tessuto. Qui fra i mondi, dove leggi non si applica, al limite attualmente, siamo noi scorta. Benedizione di Brighid.
Willkommen, Hexenschwestern. Der Kreis ist gezogen, das Band ist gewoben, hier zwischen den Welten, wo Gesetze nicht gelten, am Rande der Zeit, sind wir geleit. Segen von Brighid.
Welcome to www.jahresgarisfeste.de, which is Traditions of the Information Book author Brighid. This home internet page, I show you how extensive this field of knowledge is magic, and it's not all I could put here, but it should also be only a guide for your first steps on a new path. There is so much to discover and taste, that I'm not at my wit's end, and I will not be as long as I live in this dimension. Are blessed by Brighid.
Bienvenue à www.jahresgarisfeste.de, sorcière tradition de l'information, auteur du livre Brighid. Cette page internet à la maison, je vous montre comment l'étendue de ce domaine de la connaissance est magique, et ce n'est pas tout. Je pourrais mettre ici, mais il devrait également être seulement un guide, pour vos premiers pas sur une nouvelle voie. Il y a tellement de choses à découvrir et déguster, que je ne suis pas à la fin de mon esprit. Et je ne serai pas aussi longtemps que je vivrai dans cette dimension. Sont bénis par Brighid.
Welcome. At Brighid. Be seduced. In a magical world, the ancient myths and fairy. Blessed by Brighid. Brighid. Who is this? At this point I would like a little insight enter into my life. But really only a small. Since the heights and downs my life so far a very thick book would fill. But now I'm ready, I stones all stumbling, which lay on my life away, am grateful. Because I am only through it, what I am today. And today I am a human being of his love of nature. In particular to plants and stones. The curiosity to everything mystic, and the fascination of magic, has made the career. For therefore I feel really appointed. Now at last, can I my life task meet, by sharing my talent for the benefit of the people in sits. And my knowledge, I since my youth have accumulated, can pass on to other people. Through my products as magical essential oils, magic glass candle, magical essential oil sprays, and much more. Can I create a link between the material and the spiritual world? Of course I could only venture this step, because my husband strengthened the back. Today we lead together the company www.ndersweltimport.com, referring to the section Magic and Mysticism specializes. As I have done that, only by my unshakable faith to power my thoughts, and the effectiveness of the magic, but also by the knowledge to the force nature, especially those of plants and of course their nature spirits, whose existence I since my childhood never have been questioned. My witches page is www.jahresgarisfeste.de and www.witchcraftspell.com. Be blessed. From Brighid.